Hello everyone, my name is Lucas Watson and this is my digital marketing reflection presentation. This is for Marketing 233, Assessment 3 for summer session. Let's go ahead and get started. So, a bit about me. My name is Lucas Watson, as said about one slide ago. I am a highly creative individual with connections to the Halloween industry. I will talk about my passion for that in a moment. My positioning. My position as a future marketer or event manager is not unique. However, my position in the arts and the Halloween industry qualifies me for highly specific careers. So for my current jobs, I have quite a few going currently. My first is as a mother funner, as we like to call ourselves at FunLab. To dumb it down a bit, my position there requires me to host events for kids and adults alike, bartending, cleaning, and managing customers' needs when they walk in. But just generally, it's to make everybody have a great time. Next, I have a contract-based job with Black Diamond Agency. It's a really cool gig that just kind of contacts me when they need work, and I work small events for them. So with them, I have worked multiple events, mostly for children, but sometimes I've worked promotional activities as well. And finally, Heartstopper's Haunted House, which is my father's company. Bit of a nepo baby here, but I complete many creative tasks such as character acting, audio production, logo design, construction, animatronic work, staff training, and social media. And that's just some of it. Honestly, I do so much there, but it's all so much fun. And we'll talk about my dreams with the haunted house there. So, as discussed, I hope to expand my father's business, possibly into a global one, growing our Sacramento location into one of the biggest in America, and possibly expanding into the Sydney market. My work at Window Park's Howl-O-Scream shows me that the market is ready for more. I also did research on this in year 11. Anyways, of course, this job is highly seasonal, being a Halloween industry, and might not provide me with a year-round salary. So jobs in events and marketing might prove vital for myself. The next part of my project is the e-portfolio. To be honest, I have made one of these before in year 12 when graduating. However, I think this new one is a lot more professional and I will definitely use it in the future. So it's got four major sections. The first one is the homepage, the About Me section. It's just got a lot of information about my life as well as my passions and interests, and as well as a link to my autobiography, which was done in year 12. And of course, the link to my LinkedIn, which we will be talking about later. And then next, we have the digital design section, which has a ton of work from all different times in my life, including from like year 11, year 12, first year of uni, second year of uni, other parts of my life. I've done a lot of digital design work, so it was fun to kind of show it off here. I was really excited when I heard that that was part of the project. Next is video creation. I've also been doing video creation for a while now. I mean, I've got some really old YouTube videos and some that are too old that I got rid of because it's just too cringe to have up online for everybody to see. But yeah, it was fun highlighting some of the ones I'm more proud of. Most of them are high school or university. Some of the stuff on my YouTube is from even before then, and yeah, it's really cool to have it all there. But yeah, no, I'm really proud of the videos I've created. So it was also cool to show it off. And then finally, audio production. I only showed off some of the audio stuff I've done. So I linked my music, which I've made. It's out to stream everywhere. And I have linked as well that's what it was, the mashups that I've done, just of different songs that I've enjoyed and thought they'd work together. So I kind of produced mashups and have a YouTube channel with that as well. A lot of YouTube channels, a lot of YouTube and Instagram channels in my life. I don't know why. But yeah, I think the portfolio really shows off everything well. And I'm really proud of the way it looks as well. I'm a bit of a design freak, as you could imagine. But yeah, really awesome. I really enjoyed making it. Yeah, we'll just get started with the next part of the slides. Thank you. All right. And for my success strategy, I obviously kind of spoiled it earlier. I chose to make a LinkedIn account. I've been told for years to make one. I just never really started. I think it'll be really helpful to me, actually. Now that I've completed it, I think it'll definitely be something important. It may be a bit out of date as a platform, but I think it'll help me land some jobs for sure. And it's good that I finally have one. I think I might have had one. I just never did anything with it. I think I needed it to apply to some job. But I think now it is really nice, and it's got a lot about me and some good photos and a couple good posts, which we will talk about. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. Yeah, so here's a bit of it now. Obviously, you will be looking at the proper account through the links, but yeah, I was really proud of it actually. It looks great. And yeah, I love making accounts. I've got so many accounts and so many things. It's maybe a bit of an addiction now that I think about it. But yeah, I think it is, as I say here, a perfect way to present my professionalism. So hopefully, I will keep posting and using it well into my professional career. So, just a bit about my posts that I chose to do. All posts will feature information about myself. Obviously, it is a LinkedIn account about me. And I first planned on all the posts being about my jobs, but I realized that I didn't really have any content to put with the posts. So I decided to make them more just kind of specific. You'll see there's one that's an introduction to myself, which I realized was important after looking at some of the examples. And then I did some on my uni work and also some on one about one of my jobs. So yeah, we'll just get started with those posts now. All right, so the order might be a bit wrong. I feel like the introduction should have been my first post, but that's okay. My first post, I actually really enjoyed writing. I had a bit of a mishap. I wrote it 3 separate times, and it didn't. First time, the email wasn't verified, so it wouldn't let me post, and I lost it. And the second time, I pressed post, and nothing happened, and I lost it. But the third time, after writing this bit, it finally posted correctly, and it was all worth it. Third time's the charm. I chose to write about the topic of scare acting, just to better explain what my job is to my potential employers. I really enjoyed this part as well. I love talking about this. Obviously, it's my passion. So just writing like a bit of a blog about it was actually pretty fun, and I kind of understand why people love bragging about themselves on this app so much. I looked at the explore page a bit, and it's just all people being like, "Oh yeah, I've done this for 25 years," and I decided I'd do a bit of that, and I said I've been acting for 10 plus years just to kind of blend in. But yeah, I think it's a really good post, and it's already had some impressions, so yay. And my second post, pretty simple, just an introduction to myself. It was mostly based on my website, but it's important to have information about me besides my bio. I think it's got lots of good stuff in there. Again, I kind of just based it around my website, but it's all important things to know about myself. Yeah, I think it's a pretty basic. I think my third post is a bit more detailed, but honestly, how long can a man ramble about himself? If you want to know, look at my autobiography. Again, that is like I think 20 pages. I don't even know how long it is, but it's way too long. For a man with a very uninteresting life, I've got a lot to say. And for my third and final post, I chose to write about one of my past projects in BCM 215, as it covers both my passions and my expertise, as discussed in my positioning statement. So yeah, a bit more about that. I just decided to write about the project that I did last term in spring, I believe. Although for me it was in autumn. I was in America at the time doing part-time study, so only 2 classes. But it was cool because I got to do that project and the other one during that term while focusing on my passion, working at the Haunt back in California. So it was cool to kind of base my school projects around my future career. But yeah, it was. I think it was also a good post, not just the project itself, but the post was a good little bit about myself, just talking about some of the schoolwork I've done, talking about how that kind of experience will help me find my future career. But yeah, and again, it kind of follows the same talking about myself, just self obsession, I would say, that LinkedIn users have. But yeah, blends right in, looks great, and I'm really proud of my 3 posts. I think they're very very good. And finally, a bit of reflection on all this work. I learned a lot about myself during this class, including the many uses of LinkedIn. And to be honest, why time management is vital. I have learned this lesson many times, but I think I've gotten a bit too comfortable with the fact that I usually can bounce back and put something of good quality in, kind of last minute. Was pretty stressful. This was probably the most last minute submission has been, but I think that the work I have turned in is good. Besides the last assessment 2 was not great. So hopefully I don't fail. We'll see. But yeah, I think I will do better at managing my time, even if I think that I don't need to because I always bounce back. I came close to not bouncing back this time, so I need to go ahead and make sure I do that properly next time, especially into year 3, obviously. So my new portfolio and subsequent LinkedIn account will substantially improve my likelihood of being hired when I apply to my first full-time job after university. So yeah, I think, as I said, my LinkedIn profile, I was always told to make one. I just always thought that's dumb. It's like making a Facebook account, which I also have. But yeah, I think I realized why everybody says to use it because my mom even says it'll help you get a job. So I have it now, and it's not a bad LinkedIn account. It's a nice LinkedIn account, and it will definitely help in my future applications, I believe. As linked in my portfolio, I have made an e-portfolio before, as stated, but this new one shows less of my schoolwork and more of my professional side, which will be better to show in job applications. I'm thinking I might kind of join them together after this. In my school portfolio, I've got all my blogs, which I'm really proud of my blogs. I don't know. I think I might try and put some of them into this one later on as well. But yeah, it's all up there to explore if you want to look at it. Probably not. You've got enough things to grade. But yeah, thank you. I am overall pretty happy with this, with the work I've turned in. Not very happy with when I did it, but I think that this final assessment was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed making my website, and the LinkedIn profile is not bad. Gotta say, maybe it is bad. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong, but I think it looks good. But yeah, thank you for the opportunity to do this class. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again so much, and hopefully see you soon. Thank you. Bye.